The Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. His return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. Decent gain here, but short of the first. To go. Brown on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Bengals send out the punting unit. Josh Downs deep for the Colts. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that when Anthony Richardson came out of the draft out of Florida, he was the greatest all-around athlete we'd ever seen at quarterback. 240 pounds, running 4.4, jumping 40 inches. He was the envy of defensive ends and linebackers that couldn't put up those numbers. Now, it's taken all those athletic traits and squeezing them into the quarterback position, maximizing all that physical talent to become the superstar he can be.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Play action with Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead with Taylor. He'll cobble together a yard there. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Finds Woods. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
3rd and short, he's taking the option right. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Richardson. He's got it on the slant. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that.
Extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. On target to his man Higgins. He's got to gain a 6 there. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On the ground, Brown. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Slot man motioned over. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Trying for it with Burrow. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Finds Chase on the slant. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Got his target, it's Higgins. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Burrow from the gun. Complete out to the right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So out now comes the punter. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. The Colts and receiver Michael Pittman Jr. out and ready for their next series. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Richardson to throw. Pittman's got it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts working here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now, Richardson. He's got his man, that's Alec Pierce. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
First and 10 from the 41. They'll throw again. Richardson. Taken in by Pierce. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They are throwing it again. That one finds Josh Downs. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's Matt Gay for the Colts field goal. This one from 47 yards away. Up and good from Fairbairn. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. A final throw before the break. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. We're to the halfway point from Indianapolis with the Colts out in front at the break. Now it's down to Florida where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
The Colts got a strong first half from their quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Has this at the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Pierce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This play goes for 36. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Finds his man Downs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 13. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long, it's Richardson. Hauled in by Downs. And they bring him down around the 34.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down's going to bring out Matt Gay and the Colts field goal unit for the first time. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Burrow setting up the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught by all. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Tight end in motion left. From the 28. A quick slant. Here's Gesicki. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Play action now, Burrow. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, a couple of my favorite nicknames, Kate, over the last decade in football. The Legion of Boom, obviously, out in Seattle. But how about the no-fly zone that was cooking in Denver? That right there, that is a no-fly zone. Trying to make the play in the end zone, and a beautiful job by the defender to knock it away.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. To throw again, it's Burrow. Pass caught along the sideline by Gesicki.
Get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And the deficit goes from 20 to 17.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Richardson on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Option give to Taylor. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Taylor again. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Taylor now up the middle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They go again with Taylor. Has a lane inside the 25. It's a gain of 22. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. He's got it. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape.
A point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts make it a 24-point ball game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Burrow out of the shotgun. Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
1st down, Burrow to throw. That's Gesicki, he's got it! And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Second and 3 now. From the 39. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds his man, Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He'll throw it yet again. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And now the Bengals offense still on the field. We'll see them go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it